lyrical content of a song and the melody has equal parts importance. And I'm such a lyric nerd, and I think words are really powerful and really important. I'm the only Korean goth in the village. So alone.
I have a question. How did you come across goth? Like when and how?
Oh, when I was in high school. Because I was an outsider and I was a loser. So.
Yeah, but you must have come across it in a certain way. Like, did you start listening to it because someone else was, or?
Well, there weren't many goths in my high school.
Yeah.
And they were all listening to stuff like Korn and Marilyn Manson, which isn't real goth. But the sort of the gatekeepers of goth, like, I mean, Robert Smith calls himself not goth, but come on, The Cure and like the Smiths and yeah, again, Bauhaus, Joy Division, New Order, all that stuff, Susie and the Banshees. I kind of just discovered them through Rage or just Googling on the internet. My parents didn't send that down to me, so it's like I didn't really inherit anything. I mean, my mum listens to nothing but the Eagles and then like church music. So.
Gotcha. Wow.
I'm self-taught.
But isn't real. So, the origin of goth is The Cure and Joy Division.
Yeah, no. The origins of goth was. I'm gonna get pummeled for this by the goth purists. As far as I'm aware, the origins of goth was a breakout movement from the punk scene. So Susie and the Banshees, and
when I think of Susie and the Banshees, I feel they're very poppy.
Yeah, they came a bit more pop, but in the beginning, like, she was wearing bondage gear with her boobs out, which was really like, because she was actually a huge Sex Pistols fan, and they wanted her to open for them one time, and so she just got this band together, willy nilly, and then Susie and the Banshees became its own thing, but it was like a offset of punk, but just talking about more sad and more darker themes, a bit more melodic, And now goth can be anything, really. I think Rihanna's goth, you know what I mean? Like, I think like how punk isn't about having a mohawk. Punk is ethos. It's about what you believe in, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So same thing with goth. Like, you can wear the stuff and listen to the right music, but goth is really about, knowing, because you've walked that life of the darker side of life, and then being introspective about it and seeing the beauty in things that people might not see, and being a bit of an outsider and hopefully being empowered through the community that you're not alone. That's sort of what I feel like goth is nowadays. And the gothic imagery has been... Taylor Swift did a gothic looking video clip, so
Wow. Yeah, ish.
So it's basically seeing the beauty in the darkness. Is that the goth ethos, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. And then sometimes people go, yes, we must preserve it, and some people go, we must burn it. So it's there's no right or wrong way to be a goth. Violence?
Is there like when I think of porn or Marilyn Manson, I think of like
the self-harm?
Yes.
I don't know what they're doing personally because I've not really followed their career, but I guess it's just they're trying to open up a dialogue of sorts as well in their own unique way about self-harm. And I mean, I've also done that when I was a kid and recently because life sucks and the world's on fire, people. But I wouldn't maybe have done it on stage. I would have maybe yeah. But I think it's part weird showmanship and part them proving a point about being the antithesis to this like rock superstar thing. It's like, I'm not this clean cut, polished guy. I'm really fucked up, and it's okay to be fucked up. Look at me on stage being fucked up. But they've got their own issues as well. Yeah. I saw Marilyn Manson recently about 5 years ago at Soundwave, and I think he needs a holiday.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he's been touring so much I think I feel like poor guy needs a holiday.
Okay, I
Does it
see.
come off on the stage when he's performing, or?
Yeah, you're just bloody tired, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure because I've never been a big fan of either of their music. I respect them a whole lot. I mean, the truth is, whether I like it or not isn't the point. The point is it got to those troubled teens, and it helped them cope. It really did.
Yeah.
So it didn't actually make people commit suicide. It made them.
Not.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I think they just needed music that got them, and they did. You know, and they both came from, you know, sort of difficult childhoods as well.
Yeah.
And they were both not the, you know, high school jock in high school. And so that kid in high school that's being bullied and have parents that don't give a fuck about them, they've find some kind of solace in the music. I think that's really important.
Yeah.
All the tabloid headlines aside, and like, oh, he did this. Like, who cares? Like, as long as he's not done anything terrible.
Yeah. I work at high schools right now, and it's like high school is such a terrible environment for kids, honestly.
Yeah, it's hard.
It is
hard.
really, really hard. And it's so hard, like, when you don't have anyone to kind of, like, relate to, like, when you don't have, like, a community, friends, and, and family as well.
And so you got to make your favourite band your community, your favourite band your family.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes family is where you find it and not exactly at home.
Exactly. Did you need to, like, reach out in particular, or you just kind of found solace in the goth, like, music?
I just found solace in goth music. I actually never was ever really entrenched in the goth community here in Sydney because I was too shy to, and I didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
But I just and when we're talking about goth, I'm not goth like. I don't dress all in black all the time. Only like 90% of the time.
Yeah, it's got some coloured clothes.
Yeah. I've got a white dress here and there. I swear to God. But I guess I harp on about the goth thing because it did help me. All that goth music did help me. Like it helped that kid that loved corn heaps. You know, it helped me.
Yeah.
It's like they got it, and you know, everybody else is listening to Spice Girls, and I'm like, okay, I get it. You get what I'm going through.
Yeah,
This is nice.
I see. Yeah. So would you say for you to feel like you have, I guess, achieved as an artist, you would hope that, you know, someone
pass
like
it on.
some kid out there goes, oh my gosh, like, I'm not the only
oh
one.
my God, if
feeling
that happened, I'd be like.
Yeah.
My work here is done.
Yeah.
You know, you want to do that, don't you? You want to pay it forward. Like, I feel like music has given me so much reasons to live. Not even in high school, but, you know, any given day, really. So the least I can do is make music that touches people.
Yeah.
It's not music to dance and have a good time to go to the beach to.
Yeah.
It's music to have feelings with.
Yeah.
Have a sad dance.
We can dance later if you want that.
I'm not dancing. I'm not a dancer. Pretty uncoordinated. You don't want to see it.
I don't think anyone is uncoordinated. That's what you said about yourself.
Yes,
So
and
you're
I
fine.
And did you enjoy this salsa experience?
Well,
Case
I
in
think
point.
Peter enjoyed it.
Everything was nice.
Oh, Peter's just being diplomatic. She didn't like it.
She's very positive though. Maybe she could. You know, you've got a very sad vibe, and she's got a very positive vibe, and it could meld into something beautiful.
We'll cancel each other out and the world will end. And it's because you're too bloody happy and I'm too bloody miserable.
I feel like you guys get along so well.
I don't know.
Like yin and yang or something.
Yeah, totally. But you gotta have the light and the dark. You can't be a miserable, moping piece of shit all the time.
Exactly.
And you literally
You also just
have
can't be like
happy.
nothing all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I would not like to talk to someone who's just like emotionless. So that is called a psychopath.
That is called depression. When you feel nothing. And then in that case, please go see a psych. Please practice self-care.
Yeah.
You're not alone. We're in this together. I promise. I don't follow K-pop stuff a lot, so I'm only going by what I've read in bits and pieces. But I can imagine that the K-pop scene is rife And I mean rife with a dirty underbelly of these shenanigans going on. And I hopefully the Me Too movement happens there too, and women or non-binary folk in Korea can step up and speak about it. And I'm totally understandable if you can't. It's a really confronting thing in Korea. It's I don't know what the Me Too movement is like. I'm so disconnected because I'm what they call Kpop, which is basically like somebody who's lost contact with their own kids. So because I don't live there, I can't really commentate too forcefully on that. But I think the fact that there was an expose happened was excellent. Yeah. And I hope the people that were responsible gets punished accordingly. And I hope this is a step into a positive future where women can actually speak up about sexual assault or rape or abuse and not be vilified for it and victimized for speaking out, you know. I mean, of course it happens here in Western society as well, no doubt. But Korea especially is just much harder. Right. Yeah, the social political landscape there makes it much, much harder. Okay. It's still a very patriarchal society. So hopefully that is one of many and the tip of the iceberg. And I applaud the very brave journalists who went undercover and got all this data and material and information and had the guts to print it. It would mean YG is huge. I mean, it's like the conglomerate of like, and K-pop is such a huge money-making industry. Yeah. So it would have trodden on so many powerful people's toes. But I want more of this happening and more exposés and more people coming forth, because there's a very dirty underbelly to K-pop. And you don't have to be entrenched in the culture to know. It just happens because it happens now here. Yeah. But in K-pop, it's such a regimented, systematic thing, this music industry. Okay. They hide it very well and very often. Right. That's the feeling I get. Yeah. And so all the power to my sisters over there, and I hope that the right shit gets done and we move progressively forward. We've got family, friends and friends of friends who do have relatives there, and it's just sad. It's really heartbreaking and devastating. You can't talk to a Korean of that generation especially about the split without them going and just sort of clutching at their chest and getting quite emotional about it, because it's still so raw. I mean, we were a very war-torn developing country until very recently. You know, I see photos of us back in the 60s and, you know, we weren't this neon lights, Wi-Fi everywhere, amazing technology, spectacular kind of country. You know, we grew exponentially very quickly. Wow. And the North Korean split is still a big thing. And not just sadness but fear, because a lot of Koreans just think that there's going to be a war at any given time. So that's the feeling I get with my grandparents anyway. They're always saying, like, don't come to Korea, we might go into war. I'm like, is it just are you saying that? Are you the only one who's saying that, or does everybody feel that way? Because that's so stressful thinking that constantly. And then I've got friends who live there like, nah, it's not like that at all. So
okay. Wow.
They're just on high alert because they've had to be for such a long time.
Yeah. Wow.
There's perfect conditions for your goth music now. I'm so scared.
I know, great, right? Be scared, let's dance.
What a tagline.
Do you think the lockout laws have affected you guys at all?
Goths or musicians?
Yeah, well, just in general.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, it's really kicked us in the proverbial nuts, man.
Right, but also, like, how have people responded to it?
There's a lot of complaining and not much doing. Yeah, that happens a lot.
But also, it's a system, like a systematic.
It's a systematic thing, like you said. Yeah. You can do. I mean, I've signed the petitions and done all the marching and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's out of our hands, isn't it? That's what's really frustrating.
Yeah. So could you guys explain what the lockout is? Just for people who don't know.
I think.
I'm not good at explaining things that are like technical. Like, well, the lockout laws, as I understand it, is the laws that were passed so that in the CBD area, live music venues and bars are to close at a much earlier time than it used to.
Yeah.
Which severely affected the music scene. Because and then you can't get beers in a bottle shop after 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Like, and not just the music scene, but the nightlife and the tourism life. Like, you know, we advertise ourselves as this party city and everybody comes here and it's like, where's the party?
Yeah.
And so everybody comes in Western Newtown and that's where things happen. But even then, it's hard to get a music venue up and running. Like when the Annandale closed, that was a tragedy.
Yeah.
It reopened as just a pub, but the Annandale used to have lots of awesome bands.
They do.
Really awesome bands. And loud music, you know, loud, punky, heavy music, you know. And that's why it was so great, because Sydney needed that.
Yeah.
Not just a girl and a guitar, which there's nothing wrong with that, or a guy and a guitar.
Yeah. But there's a lot of that already.
There's so much of that.
Yeah.
So, you know, to have some sort of diversity in the music would have been nice, and Annandale facilitated that. I've got to say though, the Lansdowne are kicking ass. They
reopened and they're amazing.
And they're getting heaps of local acts coming in.
Yeah.
Doing like graveyard shift time gigs.
Yeah.
So they're till late. There's delicious pizzas there. Like awesome local live music. Like there's so many amazing live bands.
Yeah.
Locally, it's just a shame that they can only play like 3 venues as opposed to 30.
Yeah.
When you go to Melbourne, for example.
Definitely.
And that's insane. And it just seeing the decline. It's sad. And like even when I was trying to book a venue for my show, it was hard because it was hard to find.
Yeah,
venues.
I can imagine. Yeah. Have you found that just from like people you know, have a lot of people actually moved out of Sydney?
Yeah. We had a whole bunch of the girls from choir leaving to move to Melbourne because for various reasons. They just got the shits and like, fuck this, you know, we'll just go to Melbourne where the rent is cheaper and you can stay out till 2 a.m. and not be treated like a child.
Yeah. But what do you think like we can do though from like a very, I guess like a grassroots perspective? Like what can we actually do to kind of improve the music scene?
Stay angry. Keep marching and petitioning and stirring shit up and and this is the reason why I didn't move to Melbourne, because I want to change it here.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't want to run away from it. I want to change it here. Cause
the problem is still going to be here. So.
And the music scene here is good. There's tons of fucking amazing bands here.
Yeah.
I see them play every week. And so I don't know. I'm not a big politics sort of geek, so I wouldn't know the technical know-how of how to do that.
Yeah.
But the most you can do is support
and keep fighting.
Support your local musicians, support your local bands. I try and go see more local gigs. So if I get the like 100-yard stare here and there, because I'm a bit hungover and I sort of go like zone out a little bit.
I feel like I need to pan down.
What is she looking at?
I'm looking into the void, okay?
That's her thinking face, though. Yeah.
Well, just
all the way down.
also I have terrible posture, so I've been trying to sit up straight, but it usually always reverts.
Oh, maybe you should have had like a cushion there.
Oh, it's okay. It's a good excuse to like activate my core.
Exercise for the day.
No, really, that'll be it. Yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't know the answer. I don't think there's a clear-cut one.
Yeah.
I think all you have to do is prove that it's worth saving by everybody going out and seeing as much music as it can and flush some money back into that scene, you know.
Yeah. Keep the venues alive.
Keep the venues alive. Man.
Yeah.
And support your local artists.
Yeah.
So, and you have a new single coming out soon.
Yes.
When should people expect it? Where can they see it?
July 12th. It should be available on all streaming platforms if there's no weird glitches that happen. Sometimes, because it's all electronic and all online, sometimes it does. But hopefully July 12th, we will have a premiere, but I can't say any more details.
Okay.
No
But there'll be a
worries.
premiere of the song earlier than the 12th date.
Okay. Sweet.
And the song is called As Above,
So below. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So is there like a certain theme that you're coming up with for your new singles and maybe a new like more singles to come or?
Yeah, I'd like to have maybe another single and a video, even though there's nothing worse than watching back your face in high definition. Even though it was shot beautifully, like the people that I work with are, again, amazing people. But it's still awkward. You're like, oh, why does my face do that? Yeah, so that's why it's like, but I just need to get over it. But I'm really proud of it because we did a lot of work with it and we achieved what we set out to do for the video, and it suits the song to a T. So I'm really excited to show that as well, and that will premiere near end of July, I think.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that.
Yeah,
but,
that's fine.
yeah.
We'll just put the dates down on
Yeah.
the links below as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's a really sad, slow song, so don't watch it, listen to it if you're gonna like getting ready for a party or something.
All right. Yeah. All the best with that, and
Thank
yeah,
you.
we hope to see that soon as well.
Yeah, thank you. Well, the goth scene in Korea is nearly non-existent.
Is there any gothy things you can say in Korean?
Gothic things to say in Korean. Well, I always like the word Han,
Which means...
which it's great. It's our national emotion. So every Korean is born with Han.
Okay.
It's got its own Wikipedia page, so y'all can Google it if you want. It's a legit thing. And it means like sadness, depression, rage, like vengeance,
Okay.
thirst for revenge. And it's because Korean history is so checkered with like invasions and
Yeah.
wars and
Yeah,
poverty and famine and bullshit and horrible things that happen. So we've got a lot of Han.
Right.
know.
Okay. I see.
And it's that dark shit that
Yeah,
gets into your
yeah.
heart and
Wow.
and it's this heavy dark shit that you carry with you,
Right.
like kind of how hereditary sort of PTSDs come down from generations.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's similar to that,
I
but every
see,
Korean
I
has
see.
Han.
Oh,
There's a
wow.
lot of dark directors from Korea.
Yeah, there's a reason why, because they all got Han.
Yeah, yeah.
So Koreans are goth.
Yeah, in that way. Yeah.
The whole country's goth.
Are you saying K-pop is also like a goth? No, you could.
K-pop is, I think, the antidote to Han. They try not to go with the Han because they're like trying to distract you from the Han. Because every day, so you're like, oh.
Yeah.
So it's like, no, bright colours. No,
Yeah. I have a cute llama here. But does Alice think it's cute?
No, it's the teeth. I'm sorry. I can't get over the teeth. Llamas are cute though.
They are cute. I can't just show you another llama there.
Alright, sounds good.
Okay. I have one here.
I want to see it.
Oh, you can see this.
Oh.
Okay. Alright. Ready?
Yep. Oh my god! You found my weak spot, chubby Asian baby. Oh, she knew.
A bit of pre-interview homework. And it's like
You
chubby
melted-
babies.
You melted the shard of flint that is where my heart used to be. There you go.
There's a little.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
Alright. Okay. Oh. I gotta time it right. Okay, there you go.
Oh, yeah, that's the one that falls asleep. I know her. Oh, she's a Korean baby.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Is that not a mood, right? Just
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. She must have a name somewhere as well. I mean, you know her.
Oh, like, I don't know her personally.
Yeah, I know,
watches
I was
the
just
videos
kidding.
all
You
the
just watch the
time.
video.
Yeah.
It's like 3 million views and you're probably 2 million of it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, she is so cute. Hey.
Oh.
Look at that. I don't give a fuck about the world. Free spirited.
Aw, yeah.
The gummy mouth.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cute. I want to do that to a baby. Just
know.
squish their cheeks.
I know.
Oh.
Look at those, like, all like Asian cheeks, like the
Yeah,
high
oh my
cheeks.
God.
Yeah, it's insane. It's incredible.
He's like rubbing himself down. He's like, no, stop it.
It's like a pork bun.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's such a great little Instagram account.
I'm pretty sure I am
Everyone
following this. Yeah.
It's a feel good. It's a feel good one.
Looks like. All right, so that means we. So Alice, have they melted your hearts?
Yes.
You mean the baby's melted? We didn't do anything.
It's fine, we facilitated the whole baby process.
That's very true.
I mean, look, I make emotional music. I'm a huge sook at heart. So.
Hey everyone, thanks for hanging with us on the Convo couch. I'm Sun,
I'm Jessie.
and be sure to check out Alice's upcoming work for ballads in the links below.
Thank you. Come at me. No, seriously, come at me. Come at me.